that's the thing too, though, man. We gotta like Jake don't want to fight for that though, man. If Jake would just hearken to the scriptures and do what the Lord tell you, like the Lord gonna give you that. That's easy, man. Like if the Lord looking down, like that's all you want is a woman, I give you that. That's easy, man. That's all you want is a nice house, I give you that. That's easy. Just do what I tell you to do, man. But Jake don't want to do that, man. You want to be carnal and just get all that stuff now, man. That's why our people don't amongst that, man. Because that inward man is fucked up, man. I gotta call it straight. But that outward man, our people want to be glamorous and decked out, have gold and all that other shit on. I mean, brothers own some of that shit, but our inner man outweighs the outward man, man. Because people look at us, they think all the time that we carnal, or they're like, they got their own, vain opinion about us. Or y'all got this on, y'all got Jordans on. Like, this shit don't mean nothing to us, man. Brothers is like real, real cool, like real brotherly, man. You know what I mean? But see that, like I said, going back on topic, I can't get glad that I don't want to digress, man.
Psalms 13:1. David complained of delay in help. He prayed for preventing grace. He boasted of divine mercy. How long wilt thou forget me, O Lord, forever?
David was going through the same thing, man. Like, how long, man? Like, Lord, man, what's going on, man? Like, how long you gonna forget us down here, man? But you know what? It's coming a time where Esau's gonna go down, man. Like, we can see it. It's just we gotta keep being patient, man. Keep pushing and keep doing what the Lord required us, man. Go ahead.
How long wilt thou hide thy face from me?
All right. So yeah, and another thing is, like carnally, like it always, and that's why having like a heavy portion of faith is important. All right, because like carnally and all that, or you're also in a war against people. Or because you ever hear people like atheists and things like that just like bringing up all the rudiments of their like belief system as far as like their opinion on space, like what happens to you when you die. Those are the demons that are trying to like plague you with like all that doubt and all that. Or then you'll think that like the reason why like the Lord hasn't returned yet. All right, the demons will try to get into your head, that like the Lord doesn't exist and things like that. All right, and then those are some of the demons like you have to deal with, and then like the Lord like hiding himself, as far as he's not really dealing with us the same way he was like in the ancient world. We see chariots, but we don't see him, and then we don't have like the privilege of like just like getting beamed up, and then like we don't get we don't really get that like alley-oop. All right, but at a certain that's what we like yearn for.
How long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? Yeah. How long shall my enemies be exalted over me?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, and that's talking about like the so-called white man, or or to a certain extent, as far as like our people, like the wicked amongst our people, or you always see them like doing well, or maybe some of them like just like don't have to work, or they have they have those those like the crumbs they get are the size of this book. All right, so they're content, or maybe they can get or pull like more women than you can. Or and you always see them. Every time you see them, they're like living it up. Or and they're but they're against like what you're doing and all that. All right, but at a certain point, you want that to come to an end. Or and even with all these heathen, or just talking about, I make money while I sleep. All right, or you see them like they don't have to like work like long hours on the weekend or whatever, or they're willing to like do what they need to do, as far as like just like selling out, or and they like they can excel more in so-called life, you know, just because like they're doing, because you know certain things contrary to the scriptures that you have to do in order to be able to do certain things in this world. All right, but you know, you want all that to come to an end. You want actually, I want to get something real quick. All right, Matthew. Yeah, you know, Matthew 19, 27. You go until finish the chapter.
Matthew 19, verse 27. It says, then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee.
We have forsaken all.
Yeah.
Or you know, we like you know, us, we're not like monks or things like that. Or you know, just like give up all your possessions and things like that. Alright, and or you know, stop talking to your family. Alright, and yeah, we're you know, we're like the MIA we're in is a spiritual MIA. You know, we're there, but we're not there. You know? All right, but the thing is, all right, you know, at the same time, you know, as far as like forsaking everything, we're you know, we're not doing the things in the world we need to do in order to you know, make it, or at least like, you know, excel or to be successful. We're not on that. All right, but we're not on that because we want to receive that reward. That's a question that Peter was asking. You know, what are we going to get for following you?
Back in Matthew 19, verse 27, it says, then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory. He shall also sit upon 12 thrones and judge the 12 tribes of Israel.
All right, so we're gonna get that rulership of rulerships. All right, that's why Yahushua was called King of Kings, or and Lord of Lords, because, or you know, or like he's our King. All right, but we're also a nation of kings. All right, but you know, we're gonna be the creme de la creme. Or you know, that elect the 1/3, the 144,000. Or you know, that's the best case to be in. All right, because you know, for the most part, you're going to escape that destruction. Or you know, and then you know, in the kingdom, or you know, like even like Nate was talking about, you know, he had a dream about a parade and all that. Or you know, the people in the parade, you know, are the people that or you know of the elect. You know, we're gonna be those prominent people. Right. Or we're gonna be the who's who. Or you know, they have those books, you know, like the who's who of like the black community. Or you know, and you'll see like you know, certain, you know, whether they're like politicians, all right, successful lawyers, like businessmen, entrepreneurs. All right, but you know, those people are of the world, but you know, we're gonna receive all that, you know, but it's gonna be in like righteousness. You know, people like, you know, celebrities and things like that.
Verse 29, and everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake.
It's like you know, the Lord's like the first priority, like over, you know, your friends and family, you know, over your, you know, over your life. You know, this truth comes first. So that's what it's talking about, you know, forsaking everything.
It says, or lands, or my, let's say, or, it's like I'm just starting from the top. Verse 29, and everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold, and shall inherit an everlasting life.
All right, so you know, and then you know, I've heard like the apostles is talking about, you know, as far as like the 2/3, or you know, some of the 2/3 might include like your family members, like you're gonna bring them back, all right, they're gonna be like regenerated, or you know, and then you know, you're gonna need like multiple women to do that. Of course, you know, the Lord's gonna give you that, or you're gonna receive like more land. Or the Heavenly Father said, "In His house are many mansions." Or you know, a lot of the other mysteries of the kingdom. Or it is as far as like the earth giving its like increase. You know, as far as like everything like being larger, right? The land mass, our bodies. or like the vegetation, or and things like that. We're gonna see that manifest. And then as far as like the houses with many mansions and things like that, that's also talking about these other planets being habitable. So we're gonna have like territories, like just different territory. That's royalty, or a king. He would have different territories in different places where he ruled, not only his like main castle. For some like rich people, right? They talk about, I have property in Shaker Heights. I also have property down in Florida, or you're gonna be that guy, basically.
It's like well, this one too. 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse. I start at 5. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of evangelists, make full proof of thy ministry.
So actually, just want you to finish that chapter.
Oh, okay.
So the main point was at the end.
Back in Matthew 19 and 20, 19 and 30. It said, but many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
All right, so many that are first shall be last. Who's first? Who's first on this go around? Who's first on this go around?
Kind of move over Lewis was like
who's
as far as like right now?
Yeah, who's first right now? Oh, Esau? Is that what you said? Yeah. All right, first is Esau, or mainly Amalek, and that's also prophecy in Numbers. All right, but starting with like these so-called Jews, which are Amalek, or that's the top tribe of Edom, or they're on the top as far as like all those prominent families, or then you have all those like other Edomites, or at least the ones that got a portion of that spoil. Right, because there's that's why we also say like there's also two-time losers, as far as like Edomites that don't have anything on this side. Because that's just because Esau is greedy. All right, but like the main point, or are just all these all these heathen that that rule over us, or just like Ishmael getting rich off of us, Moab and Ammon getting rich off of us, or Esau getting rich off of us, Elam getting rich off of us, or and then they're the ones that talk about, or how much they got. All right, and then how much they got, how they get it. All right, getting money like when they sleep. All right, and the curses. They shall lend to you, but you not to them. Or that's gonna switch up. Or you're gonna be the one, as far as like making money when you sleep. Or as long as it's not the Sabbath, you're gonna always have you're gonna always have people like bringing tribute to you. Or like why that'll probably be like part of your like daily routine. It's just like waking up with like a beautiful woman in your bed, or getting up, or and then having breakfast, and then just like checking out your property, or and then you'll see. Or at a certain point, one of your, like one of your servants will be, this and that, and this came in from, or and all that. So just be like no big deal, or just like a pound of gold, or just came in, some silver, some of those choice spices and stuff. Yeah, just like Solomon. Deuteronomy, Prince said diamonds and pearls.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 43, because we're talking about how basically like the religious stuff and over. Say the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. And say he shall lend to thee. And say and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
Right. So yeah, we
Uh,